What's up, winners? On this show, we learn to see through manipulation, have fun doing it. We have an awesome guest that we haven't gotten to see for a while or hear, RHR Jen.
Hi, I know I've missed you. It's so good to be back. How are you?
Great. It's really good to see you and get in touch again.
You
Thanks for coming.
too. Anytime. Anytime.
Yeah. So you know what? It does get me thinking. There's a lot has happened since we last spoke. We could
Yeah.
keep it more recent, but even there's a lot. Like, what was it? Like, has even been like the Columbia tour happened since we last spoke?
So yeah, Colombia was before. So I, for you guys that don't know, I just went through a hurricane. So it's just been chaos, and I couldn't talk to Dylan for a long time because I didn't have power, water, all that stuff. But we're back, we're good. And then Dylan moved country, so we kind of been out of touch. But Colombia happened, but then the red crazy dress with the. In fact, I could pop a picture up here if it'll help you.
Oh, sure.
The red. This
Oh,
event. That event happened.
Oh yeah.
Which was so weird. The Children's Hospital. We kind of talk about it on my channel soon, but I mean, I'm always down to talk about this weirdness.
Sure. Yeah. We can give a little preview of that.
Yeah. They're
first of
doing
all-
solo stuff. What's up with that?
Yeah, solo stuff. So yeah, notice that Harry and Meghan separate
Mhm.
for most things. That dress,
That
just
dress.
icky. Like, and I
Yes.
noticed Meghan always has some kind of like peephole. Like this one's technically a V, but it's super low. You know what I mean? Like it's not
Yeah.
like it's all the way down here. Like it's just a peephole that cuts all the way up.
I call this her boobsies and West dress. I know you probably won't say that, but I say that. So
Yeah, we
like
keep
stuff's
that.
going on. It's open heart surgery dress. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, right.
But no, I do have a theory on that we didn't really talk
Okay.
about on my channel. I can tell you what my theory is. She likes to redo Google search results. And before, if you looked up Meghan red dress, it popped up. And listen, I'm not body shaming. Everybody's got bodies. I don't care. But she was just a different size then. And then she's lost a significant amount of weight. So in my opinion, I think she had this thing altered to show off her, whatever's going on. And then so that way when you Google Meghan red dress, then you see this. She kind of does things like this where she messes with Google.
That makes a lot of sense. Because it's funny, that's something I forget sometimes, but she's so aware of those types of things, right? Like
Yes.
working with these publicists. South Park, I think, had it on the money. She's doing it since she's really young. They're always planning, what are William and Catherine doing? How can we compete with that? So yeah, I think that makes sense. And good point that I wonder how powerful their SEO, like their team to help them rank in Google is. Because they really often do a good job of that, of bearing stories they don't like or getting the stories they want to the top, which is
yes,
fun.
I think that is in their list of priorities, that is a top one for her, I would guess. I'm just speculating. So I would think while she won't take anybody's advice on wardrobe and most things, I would think that would be something she would actually maybe have a team for. That's just my guess.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the PR. I mean, we know they do, right? They keep going to different PR firms. And then we won't go into it. We have the nasty, pose. She's got her hand there. But that we cover on your channel. So that'll probably be up, after this by a few days. So people can keep an eye out for that, where we go in depth on this actual picture. And
so basically Dylan is going to pose like this on the red carpet. It's not going to be weird at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, something to look forward to. But yes, we'll check that out on my channel. Yeah, definitely. But what do you think, if you don't mind me asking you a question on your channel, but what do you think about Harry on his own? Like I was thinking she at least screws everything out up, from clothes to pose and everything in between. So at least she gives people something to talk about. I get nothing from that guy. Nothing.
Yeah, just really dull. And it's funny too, because it's funny, like the truth is so far from what Harry presented, right? Like the royal family was holding him down, blah, blah, blah. I think they did a great job of PR for him, right? It's just like I don't think he's that sharp, that hard work. Well, definitely not hardworking. Like doesn't have that much going for him. But he did have some charm, and they turned like this goofy, fun character, which was like the best they could do. And I do think he did have some of that. Like, he could be like goofy, fun, and likable. But I
Yeah.
feel like even that he's really lost.
Yeah.
Right? He tries to be serious. He's like, I'm the man, but he's not. He's like a doofy guy. Like, I wouldn't hire him to like, manage anything.
No.
Really.
He's just angry and dim, in my opinion. He seems, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I
That's
can't
a good way
imagine
to put
having a
it.
conversation with that guy.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, what would you talk about with Harry?
Well, do you remember that the podcast guy, Bill Simmons, had come out and said something along the lines of he was like high up at the network or whatever. He came out and
Yeah.
said, I'll have to tell you about some of the most insane conversations I ever had there with Harry. Basically, like he
Oh,
had the dumbest ideas and no follow through and everything. I don't know, something like that, and everything in between. So yeah, I think people have been on record to say basically confirm that he is not someone you can have a conversation with.
no, I believe it. Yeah, that's something that's also just interesting to me to think about. That you have like similar situations. I guess people have different personalities, but being royals, produced Elizabeth,
Uh huh.
uh, y- you know, William, and then also Harry, right? Or Anne as well.
Yeah.
Like people, because I was gonna say, I feel like he's very entitled and has this sense of like deserving things and not in
Yes.
like grandiosity to him just because of what he's born into.
Uh huh.
Whereas you have Elizabeth, William, Anne, all humble and hardworking, and they
Yeah.
they view it, I think, more as like a responsibility. Like they're like, I have this role, I have to fill it, I have to do my duty. It's
Yes. Uh huh.
so different, so different, like a totally different direction from Harry.
Mm-hmm. I think you're so spot on. Yep, I think so. And
Yeah,
Harry's just this angry, entitled prick, basically.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's so different. Because I was gonna say that. I'm like, oh, he's entitled. He grew up with these things, but other people have and did, and just
Uh-huh.
took it the exact opposite way. So yeah, I think
Exactly.
that, and I think that you mentioned him being angry. I think that's a really
Yeah.
important point. Because again,
Yeah.
that little thing he had was he could be like the goofy, fun-loving, carefree guy. Like they kind of worked on that with him. But then
Uh-huh.
when he's like, I'm the serious guy who's been done wrong, it just he's got nothing. Then
You're right. That's exactly what it is. Yep. And I
yeah,
think you had a good point, and I've said, I mean, we've both said it. I think he's so busy complaining about the palace, but they protected him because we didn't know what
abs-
an angry, dim man he was.
yeah.
So,
100%. Yeah, they did their best with what they had, which was a
yeah.
great job because
Mhm.
what they had, it turned out was like an angry, spoiled, dumb jerk, and they
Yeah.
turned him into a very likable guy. I believe wasn't he like the second most popular royal after
I think
Elizabeth for a
so.
while?
Yeah. At some
It's
point.
mind blowing to think about now.
It is. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I agree.
I actually had a random dinner uh,
With
with
Prince Harry? No, I'm just kidding.
no, a whole bunch of Germans actually,
Uh-huh.
and it was one of them was this couple. And, the woman's husband. He had known right away. Megan's full of it, and this woman
Uh-huh.
thought she was good, but then it came out later. But her theory, I don't know about this. She thought again. I don't really know how good looking or bad looking Harry is. I'm not an expert.
I
She
can
said
answer
she.
that. Not at all. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. Because this woman, that was her thing. She said she thought Harry was just not good
No,
looking.
Dylan, you are a cute guy. I'll just put that. I think you're
Oh,
a cute
thanks.
guy. Harry, I would never say that about. Truly. I mean that. I
Thanks.
truly, I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm saying, like, I would just see you and say, oh, you're a really good looking guy. Would never say that about Harry. Like, I just
Well,
wouldn't. I wouldn't do it.
thanks. I
Yeah.
appreciate the
No,
compliment.
I
But
mean
yeah,
that.
that's what
Yeah.
what this woman said as well. She's like, yeah, he's not a good looking guy. I probably couldn't get pretty girls, but I'm like, he's a prince though. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, that was her thought. She said it was probably his first pretty time a pretty girl. Her opinion is Megan's very pretty. She said it's the
Yeah.
first time a pretty girl liked him,
Uh-huh.
and that was that. That was her opinion.
That's funny. Now I will say his exes are knockouts. Have you seen Chelsea and why am I blanking on the other? But he did have really pretty girlfriends
Yeah.
before. But I'm not being contrarian. Maybe as because he was younger than maybe in his older days. Yeah, he just can't. He was just like, oh shit, I better
Who
find
knows?
someone.
Yeah, good point.
So,
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm thinking he's a prince. You could find some
yeah,
stupid
some poor girl.
girl. Yeah, like whatever. Oh, you know what? Should I reveal this?
Yes, please.
I guess I won't say who this person's super private. I have a family member
Uh-huh.
who went to college with someone who went on some dates with Prince Andrew back in the day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
Make an
And
episode about that.
yeah, you're right. How do I not?
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess let's do a little teaser on that.
Yeah.
The only thing I know, and again, this woman was in college.
Uh-huh.
You know, she was younger than Prince Andrew. She
Uh-huh.
knew he was a prince,
Uh-huh.
but still was like, this guy's such a jerk, and no one liked him. He's so annoying. He
Oh.
broke up with him. Yeah, so basically,
Oh.
yeah, couldn't
Yeah.
even deal with him. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was a college friend, of
Oh.
someone I know.
Look at you knowing people, Mr. Connected.
Yeah,
Awesome. That's so
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
So maybe we could end on that. Other than
Yeah.
you have any more thoughts, or so tell us what do you have going on.
Yeah. No, it's a weird time for me right now because I'm taking it's so not a big deal. I just have a small medical thing, so I'm taking 2 weeks off. So I'll have content every day. Dylan has
Mhm.
been kind enough to help me record, so go check that out. It'll be up probably after this. So
Uh-huh.
I just have some collabs going up, but then I'll be right back in where I was with the new whatever they're up to. I'll be talking about. So yeah, I just love your channel so much, and I'm always here to support, and I'm rooting for you. And guys, we got to get Dylan up to 100,000 subs. He's got this, right? Make sure you're subscribed. That's my
Thanks.
plug for
That'd be
that.
very appreciated. And yeah, guys, make sure you check out. We have some really cool stuff. Like we're analyzing the red carpet stuff on Jen's channel, which will probably come out in I don't know next coming days, next week.
Yeah, something like that.
All
So
right.
awesome.
Thanks, Jen. See you guys
Yeah.
soon.